Nashville, Clarksville, the world. We are so excited to be here on today, you all. This is an amazing day. The Lord is great. Welcome to WFTB 104.1 FM, Tab Nashville Gospel Radio, also being recorded. Sacrificial Conversations. If you have not subscribed, please go out there and subscribe to the channel and be blessed by what God is doing. But today is a special day. Hello, Miss
Is it
Chisholm.
special, Mr. Chisholm?
It's very special today, you all. I don't know if you all have seen our promotions that we put out there, but y'all, this is me and my wife's 35th year anniversary today. Yeah, we don't have no claps, no.
Well, you got it on your board. You can make it clap, clap. But hey, don't touch anything. It's okay. It's okay.
But you all, 35 years of marriage.
Yes, 35 years.
That is exactly close to 12,775 days that we have been together.
12,000?
12,775 days.
A lot of days.
Woo. I did a little research about marriages, that the percentage of marriages that make it past, make it to 35 years or more. And they say approximately about 20 to 30% of couples make it.
It's not many.
To 35. And then they say only 6% make it to 50 years of marriage. So those numbers they're not great, but they're what do you think about 20 to 30% of people making it 35%? And that's their first marriage now, not second marriage, the first marriage.
It should only be one marriage, one time. And so those numbers should be in the 90s. Yeah, that's too low. That's 20s. That's not good. Yeah. What would the Father say? I don't think he created man and woman to create family. And so I feel that number should be extremely high. But we're going to discuss 35 years of marriage is the result of countless moments of love, lots of love, patience, sacrifice. Oh my goodness, a lot of sacrifices and commitment. Long-lasting marriages reflect a relationship that has matured, as well as becoming even more valuable with time. Because we've made it 35, but I'm looking forward to 50, 60. So over time, it just gets, this is my word, gooder and gooder.
She said gooder and gooder. I love it.
I'm not done yet. So the number 3 often represents completeness and the presence of God. And the number 5 is associated with God's grace and favor. So when you put those together, 35 can be seen as a reminder that your marriage has been sustained by God's grace, bringing you through seasons of joy and challenges. And so that's how I feel with our 35 years, many seasons of joys and challenges, because every day is not a peachy day. Every day is not all flowers and foo-foo. You're going to have your ups and downs. And I feel that's what makes a marriage stronger, when you do have the ups and downs. And of course, you have to not let that break that 3-strand cord.
Yes,
and so you got to have God in it. So that's why I say he shows your marriage much grace and much favor.
Well, I think about 35 years of disagreements, 35 years of success, 35 years of change, 35 years of bills. Think about all the bills we've had over 35 years that we had to pay together and figure things out with. 35 years of us sickness, you dealing with it, you being sick, I'm being sick. I think about the celebrations that we've had. We had many. We had one today, you all. We actually took our daughter back to school and back to college today, so we're
Thank you,
getting back
Jesus.
to that
Thank you,
empty
Lord.
nester.
She's back at college, and Blaze is gone with her. If you do not know who Blaze is the bearded dragon that eats worms and crickets. And yes, I had to feed those to him, as well as feed the crickets so that Blaze can eat a fat cricket. So feed the crickets so they can get fat, and then feed them to Blaze. But no more. He's away at college. Yes. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Yes. So this is called trueness of empty nesters. Yes.
So on tonight, y'all, one thing I want to do, I don't want to talk about how to get married, Monica. I want to talk about how to stay married.
Amen.
Okay.
I agree with you. How to stay.
I want to talk about how to stay married.
Yes.
Because to stay married to we gonna open this up. We gonna walk real light on tonight. We're gonna.
I don't want to have to cut you to the white meat.
We don't want you to have to cut me as well. So listen to this. I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions, and the big question I'm gonna start off with: after 35 years of still being married to me.
I'm joking.
No, you're not joking. Did you have to learn how to love me differently, or are you still learning how to love me differently?
I'm going to say still learning how to love you differently. And why I say that is because when we were 19, I had a different kind of love for you. Back then, I told you, I wanted to be married. I wanted to be a wife. So I was loving on you in that aspect. But through the years now, we have matured. You're my best friend. And so I love you differently. And like you're my ride or die. And so, yes, it's totally different from the beginning. Like I say, it just gets gooder and gooder. You have shown over the years me much love, and so that just flowed all the way down. So yeah, I think it's different seasons. I think I love you even more now.
Well, it's amazing that you say that, because I'm like, how do you continue to love someone who changes constantly? Because you changed a lot. Okay, I've seen a lot of different things in you. One thing, though, you have been consistent with, though, is making sure that you are nourishing to your family and to taking care of your family. And we're going to talk a lot more about that when we get deeper down into this conversation. But you have been consistent, though. That's the one thing that I can give you. But you have changed in a lot of different ways. So I really had to ask myself a lot of times, how do I love you in the way you change and how you evolve? Because you have evolved in a lot of different areas, and you're still changing, Monica. Yeah, I'm watching you change. Like I never knew getting rid of children out of the house would change you into what you are. And I urge and I say to every married couple, make it to that if you can, because it's almost like your spouse and becomes that woman that you had when you first met her, because you
don't have those responsibilities of taking the kids here, there, all their friends at the house, all the different responsibilities. So when it's just the two, it is, y'all.
Y'all
it's
better
awesome.
Make it to this, y'all. We're trying to give y'all some advice.
Kicking, screaming, fighting, get here. Because
Kicking,
once you get here,
fighting, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Once you get here,
So that leads me to this next thing. Everybody sees the anniversary days. Everybody sees, us smiling a lot. But what didn't they see? And this question is going to be good. Was there ever a season when you weren't sure the marriage was going to make it, Monica?
In the beginning, oh my goodness, we had our ups and downs, and I mean everything from the bills. It's funny because we were driving today, and so we were discussing some things. And in the beginning, we just had a lot going on. You was working at UPS, not making a lot of money. I worked at a grocery store, I didn't make a lot of money, but we wanted things. And I came from a family that, we're a little bougie. We had things. And so it's just sometimes it got really, really tough for us.
Yeah.
Very, very tough. And then you throw kids off into it. And so when you throw the kids off into it, then the husband for me, got neglected because I poured a lot into the kids and then tried to not pour a lot into him. And so that's a whole nother dynamic in marriage. So we had some times, but God, that's what I gotta say is, but God, he brought us through.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna talk about it. It was definitely a season, and we're gonna be open today. I love it. It was a time, you all, that we felt like, well, I felt like that you didn't love me, intimately. I felt like you loved the fact that I was a provider.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like you loved the fact that I was there in the home, but it was times that I felt like you didn't love me intimately. You didn't give me that type of affection that I needed. Okay. And that drove me to a place sometimes where I was like, okay, and I mean, you can jump in and say, or because I don't know what was the block in that time in our marriage, because I feel like it was a block then, but when I see what God has done to us now and how we rekindled the love, because when you started, it's like that intimacy was everything. When you first met me, I was your everything. You want to look like me. You want to wear the same clothes. We matched. You gave me a lot, but in that 5th, 6th year, and then when the children came, it just really, So I felt like, okay, what more do I need to do to make it feel like, or make you feel like you could give me more intimacy or more of that, because that was my love language. Okay, so
still is.
Yeah, still is. So I mean,
never change.
Elaborate, because I want you to come back with what you didn't feel, but elaborate.
One thing I can think of is just the life be lifing,
Okay.
and so a lot of like today I told you I can't do the traffic anymore. So I guess working. Because like I said, we didn't have a lot. So we worked, I think we even worked 2 jobs and went to school. We had a lot going on back then. And so I'm that type of person. If I'm tired, I'm tired. And no is no, that's it. But over the years I had to learn, quit being selfish, because if I don't take care of him, as my mama says, Sally Sue would. So I had to, make some sacrifices and some changes in my mind, because I don't want you to step out. And I know Dr. Ari Verner always say, don't something like don't starve your husband, because somebody out in the street will be more than happy to, to give him what he needs. So I guess back then, just life, just trying to be a wife, but.
And I knew this one was gonna get us a little, not scared to talk about it, but it was gonna be pauses in this question right here, because a lot of people are scared to talk about intimacy in marriage, baby. And I really want people to understand how important that is, because it's when you're not intimate with each other, y'all, it could drive you all like this. Okay. It could separate you all and make you feel like the person. And the person could be loving you. I mean, I know she's loving me because she's waking up in the morning, fixing my breakfast, ironing, washing, doing all the things to take care of me in that era. But in one era, I was like lacking, and it made me really, really feel like some days like you really didn't love me in that way, because you ask yourself, can you love a person in different ways? That's a question. That's another question I can throw out there. Can you love me in different ways? Ooh,
Love
look
you.
at look. I'm
Love
throwing.
you in different ways.
Yeah.
But you can love a person in different ways. So let's see. I can love you as my lover. I can love you as my friend.
Cause I love you as my lover all the time. That's the problem. I think that's the problem. But let's keep on keep on going. Because I love the way that you take care of me and your family in this family though, baby. I have to say that. I love because I'm gonna throw this out there. So many women I hear and so many men I hear talk about how women in today's time do not like, or they think that they're not supposed to nourish and take care of their husband and do the way that. And when I say this woman, y'all know we talk about it, but she goes overboard with making sure that she sacrifices and cleaning, cooking, paying the bills. I mean, baby, you do so much. You do so much. And those are the things that I can say that has helped me be like, okay, I'm not going to trade that for, something else that could last, yeah. But
yeah. So let's go out there and get you one of those little young ones. You've been getting you some TV dinners and yeah. Your medicine bottles won't be filled. Yeah, we won't walk down that path. I done told you. I done told him a lot of times, y'all. If he want to go down and get him one of them, go right ahead. Cause I feel that the bedroom is important, but it is just ain't everything. Cause you still got to eat. The bills still got to be paid. I agree. Your stuff still got to be washed. Hey, come on now.
I agree.
So
and I that's why I say you have to make it. You have to understand and get balanced with each other. And 35 years has given us balance. I'm talking about to the point to where we totally understand when the sex is or the intimacy is not right. We say, hey, we'll wait till the next day. We'll wake up and we'll pray.
If something ain't,
and we'll try again the next day.
Yeah.
And whatever it takes. But that's the thing that I'm seeing now is that 35 years now, we're going to do whatever it takes to make any situation happen. Because y'all, I see married people today that don't even kiss each other. They don't even hold each other hands. They don't even show no affection to each other. Now we have never got to that point where we didn't show each other affection. It's just, we're going to stop. But we always made sure that we show some type of, connection in some type of way. And I see, like I say, people today that they married and won't even kiss, won't even touch, won't even, scared to do it in public, and I think that's a beautiful thing to see a married couple kiss each other in public. How do you feel about
hold
that?
hands, all the above. The gentleman opening the door for his significant other. So it's a lot play off into that. So yes, I think the touching it's a motivation to lead you in that direction for later on.
Yes, ma'am. So check this out. We definitely know that marriage is not proven in happiness. Sometimes marriage is proven in disappointments. Which, if we had to decide, do you think more of our disappointments built our marriage up and made us stronger, or do you feel like the good times made us stronger?
I want to say a little bit both, because it's got to be, to me, it's 50-50.
Okay.
Because the hard times made us stronger, and we had to depend on each other.
Yeah.
Because who else is we gonna depend on? We're the type of couple, we're not gonna go ask. We're gonna do between each other. And so, and then the happy times is happy, and our happy times make us want to have the next time be happier.
Yeah.
So we don't stay because we on step 1. By the time we get done, we're gonna be on step 50. You understand what I'm saying? Because we're not going to repeat. We're not going to scale down. We're going to go up, up, up. So I'm going to say both.
Absolutely. You want to give a little bit of a situation though that you can talk about in that, or would you feel like that the disappointments made us happy or made us stronger?
Well, I'm going to bring up this disappointment. I don't like to, because it's like you're bringing up old wounds. But I had an outside friend in our marriage, and the disappointment for you that weighed heavy on me because, I'm that person. I always want to try to please you. And, I asked myself over and over again, like, why? I'm like, you've never done anything like this before. And so that disappointment, because I really thought you were going to be gone, but you chose to stay. And so that right there made our marriage stronger. And, I have, you got to be watchful for the devil, because he's out there to sift you like wheat. Like I said, I ain't never, because I'm like, I love my husband. But I'm like, why would, it just, he gets you out there and then he leaves you.
Wow.
And so you're like, how did I get to this point? But that right there, I think was the biggest disappointment in our marriage for me. I know it took a long time to get out of that battle.
Yeah.
Because it was because your trust is broken, and like I say, you're left. The devil just leaves you, and you're left with a bag of questions that, because you ask me a lot of times why, and I'm like, I don't even know. I'm like, I just felt stupid. So you got to be careful. And then another disappointment is when we lost our first child. That right there was a very hard pill for us to swallow. But God, he provided us with 2 awesome children.
Yeah.
Which is a blessing. So like I said, all of our disappointments, God gave us double for our trouble. And so I look at those disappointments and say, okay, God showed us grace and mercy. And look where we are now. We got a radio station. We got a podcast. We done ventured out to all these different endeavors, but just think we didn't stay together, we wouldn't have any of this. So he had a purpose for our marriage. And so he couldn't let the devil win. And we weren't going to let the devil win, because we also made that vow that no one else will raise our kids. It would be you and me.
That was it. That was the good one right there. And just to throw something in, let me ask you this, baby. Is it harder for you to forgive or to ask me to forgive you?
Is it harder for, say that one more time?
Is it harder for you to forgive me
of something? Okay.
Of something that I did, or is it harder for you to ask me to forgive you, or ask for my forgiveness for something?
I think ask, because I don't like to ask. So I think I would go with ask you for forgiveness. Yeah.
That's wow.
Yeah.
So you telling me that it's hard for you to ask me for forgiveness, and instead of yeah, I get it, baby. I get it. And when I think about having to ask for forgiveness, that thing could really, really cause you to have to humble yourself.
Yes.
And bring and swallow a big pill to really ask me to forgive you. And you've done it over time, but it's very seldom that you do that.
I know, that's why I said, yeah.
It's
I got to work on it.
very seldom that you do that. And the reason why I threw that in there is because I'm just asking questions for how to stay married, you all. We have to get into places to where we understand that it's okay to say, will you forgive me? It's okay. It's okay, baby. Because we're going to mess up a whole lot more.
Yeah, you're right. In this day, yes, we will. Because no one's perfect.
And I ask myself so many times, how do married people get so frustrated with each other quickly and easily, and in a
A blink of an eye.
In a blink of an eye. I mean, we could be joyfully having the best day of our life.
And one little
thing could come in.
A wrong answer, might not answer it correctly, or
the way tone, the tone.
Right?
Yes. Anything. And how do married people do that? Why do we do that to each other? And I don't. We should be some of the happiest people in the world, because it's two people that's supposed to be working towards the same goal.
Yeah.
Trying to live a abundant life, a peaceful life, a happy life, and you got help. We helping each other. So why is it so hard for us to help each other sometimes? Or why was it so hard? Because it's easy now. It's like I say, after we've made it this long, it's so easy. Definitely we know that, and we always throw this out to you all. Any couple that is not praying with each other every day, every morning that you all wake up, you all have to make that a routine in your life. That has been one of the things that has kept me and this young lady in being able to forgive each other quickly, being able to live and not be fearful or be out here scared to do things, have things, because we God has given us and showed us a lot of different things. So you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Yes, I do. And not only pray together, but pray for your spouse, your significant other, and then pray for yourself, because God a lot of times change me first, because we're good, as the Bible say, we look at the speck in our brother's eye, but what about our own? And so I have to ask God, if it's something in me that I'm not doing right that's causing the confusion or the commotion, show me. Work on me first. Then God will work on your spouse. But he got to work on me first. Yeah.
Church, where Pastor Darren Freeman and Lady Adrienne Lewis Freeman are our leaders. We are the church where we love God and love God's people. Remember, we want you here. We want you
here. That's good. Next thing I want to talk about. Money. Money. No, hey, we got to talk about this one, because this money has been one of the biggest pressure points in our marriage, I feel. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, you're right, because I like to spend it, a lot of it.
Do you feel that we should have had separate accounts, or do you feel like married people should have separate accounts?
I would say no. I was brought up, I know my mom always said, you're supposed to have a little stash to the side. He's not supposed to ever know, what you have. But I don't think that's what God wants us to do. That's just me. I mean, if you got your own side account, that's on you. But I think when you join together, you're as one. And so everything is one, in my opinion. And so I don't think you should have separate. I think it should be together. Unless you, once again, we talked about this, unless we come in agreement. I was like, well, hey, Teddy, I want a separate account for vacation or something, and we are in agreement upon it. Something that's totally secretive, you don't know. And let's think about this, guys. It's
break it down, girl.
What happens if, you got your secret account, bank account, no one else is on it, and you unexpectedly die? Your spouse won't get that money.
This coming from a banker right here.
So I'm like, we still got to be smart with this thing. So, I don't have any secret accounts. Don't have a desire because we talk about our finances. So yeah, I don't think separate, in my opinion, is good unless you two agree upon it and you come to agreement with your spouse.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I feel like we've done well by having joint accounts. I think that when and I don't want to use the wrong term, but I feel like when couples they're hiding money from their spouse. And I use that word hiding because if you have a separate account, that means you get something that you're not showing me or you don't want to show me. That's why I use that word hiding money. That could become dangerous in a relationship because what if one of you all builds a bigger stash of money in your account and then the other one doesn't know that and they're struggling in an area or need something and they don't even know you have it. And then, it could just bring so many disloyalties to the relationship, and
trust issues, all the above.
And this is my thing, and it's just us talking, y'all. This is 35 years now talking. It's kept us honest with each other because she knows that what I'm bringing in this house, I'm not using it to entertain someone else or entertain another family or entertain something outside of this relationship, and vice the same situation. Now, yes, she has gotten in situations to where she spent money out of the same account that we have together and didn't tell me. Okay. And it came back wrong and we had to readjust things and had to do some things, y'all. We had to even, it's a time that we had to even file bankruptcy in our life. I'm not ashamed to say that out there to you all. We had to go there, and God has blessed us and he's continually kept us because one thing, tither, well, we do tithe, and we're not going to jump off into that situation because I'm going to just say this about tithing. It has to be pure from your heart. If you're not doing it from the heart, and you do it because you love God, don't tithe. But that's kept us. But we've had some situations in our finances and our money that made us.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, I remember it was a time, y'all, to where we didn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know
which way to turn.
We didn't know how the next bill was going to be paid. We
done had some rocky. But God.
Yeah. Now we've always had food on the table though.
Oh yeah.
We've always had a clothes on our back, and we've always had a house to live in. But it was a time to where we were scared about those bills. We didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know if they were going to be able to be paid, and we had to go and file a chapter. What was it? 13. And like Monica said, look at God. So you can make it through that. You can get past that.
Mm-hmm.
God will sustain you if you stay with your spouse and you all try to make it and build together. Even though we were going through these things together, arguing about it, fussing about it, but we never made it a situation to where we cut each other so deep that we couldn't come back from it, you all. Even when she was talking about the thing that hurt me so deep, y'all, it cut me, but I thank God that I made it through it, y'all. I thank God that we made it through any situation, baby, because it's hard being married. People think that marriage is easy. It is nothing easy about marriage. And we're going to go to the next thing, that the reason why it's nothing easy about marriage. Children. Now it's just the two of us when we first got started.
Yep.
And
10 years.
And then you think about people that get into marriages where where people have children already and they marry people that have children. That's another whole nother situation that you're bringing, a child onto a person that's not their child. So I can't even imagine what that felt like. But these are our children, and our children really it wasn't a struggle, but talk about what I mean, baby, our children have been
Our children, my husband's trying to say our children are spoiled. They feel and sometimes feel entitled. And so I'm the more lenient parent, and he's a little more, he's way more sterner. And so that was our little bit of debate, because I'm like, let's hear, because I'm like, let me hear what she has to say. He like, we ain't listening. No, I want to hear what she has to say. I gave him an example when I was in school. I had a little incident where a child threw up on my dress, and the teacher, I was labeled as a bad child. And so she didn't let me wash it off. So I walked around all day with that on me. And then I told my mom, and she was like, whatever teacher says is right. I'm like, no, she's not right. Ooh. And so that's why I was like, I want to hear both sides. I just don't jump to conclusions, because sometimes an adult is not always right in some of the circumstances. So, I know he just really thought I was just super lenient, but I didn't want to bring my kids up like I was brought up a little harsh. And so I was just a little bit more tenderhearted when it came to the kids, whereas he's more stern, more vocal, a little more louder. And so that also created just a small little rift, because he felt that I should have done things maybe a little differently. Now, we both believe in spanking, because we didn't spare the rod, but he felt like I should have, spanked a little bit more, and I told him that's not always the option, because you got other things you can take. I was more like a punishment person, but he wanted to use the rod all the time.
Yeah, that's because I got the rod all the time. That's
but
the
that
reason.
Doesn't always make sure it's the right way.
I have to say that balance that we had as parents helped us to raise some great children, and we have beautiful, amazing children,
young adults now,
and they're both young adults, and I can say that you have taught me to listen more, and I totally agree that you cannot beat goodness or beat truth into a child. Mm-hmm. You have to really hear what they're thinking about, know what they're thinking about, and understand that before you punish or before you do whoop them, understand where the anger come from, or what they did, or try to understand what happens. And I appreciate that about you, because it's been times that I have jumped the gun, and I'm always hollering and ready to whoop, ready to tear them up, and you had to calm me down and say, think about it, understand, really reason with what you just saw them go through before you jump to the conclusion to just want to just beat. But when, that was my motto, get them. Yep. So I appreciate you not, being that type of person, because it showed a lot of balance to what's going on in our marriage. So a couple of quick fire questions I got for you, baby.
Okay. Shoot them. I'm ready.
Marriage taught you what?
Marriage taught me, I'm going to say discipline. Once again, it's not all about Monica and what Monica wants and what Monica needs. A lot of times I have to think about you, first, then the kids. And so a lot of people do it opposite. They put the kids first and then the husband. And so it's kind of easy to do, because they're just kids. You're like, oh, they're babies, and they don't know that. You still take care of the man first. The kids they're not going to die or anything. They can be second. I'm going to say discipline. Discipline in so many areas even down to the finances, because I can't just be out there spending willy nilly, because you formed us a budget, so I have to abide by what we agreed on. No matter how I felt, oh, I want this, it was on sale, I'm gonna get it, and I just suffer the consequences once I get home. So I'm gonna say discipline.
I'm gonna say marriage taught me survival. And the reason why I say survival, because it taught me that no matter what, when you're married, you have to survive everything that comes your way, from sickness to the monies to you have to be a survivor in marriage, because if you're not in it to survive, you can wake up the next day and just be like, okay, I'm gonna give up. I don't understand how people give up so easy. So that's why I say marriage taught me to survive, because I want to survive. I want to be like, okay, what's my legacy that I'm leaving behind? And my legacy is going to be that when people talk about us in marriage, they're going to be like, they made it. They survived. They really love each other, and they still love each other. Mm-hmm. I can look at them and tell that they love each other. So
that they're not just roommates
and playing married.
Yeah. Just in it till death do them part. Yeah. But you got to still keep that love alive.
My spouse taught me what? What did I teach you?
Oh my goodness. You throwing out these good questions. What comes to mind? What did you teach me? First thing came to my mind is patient, because I'm a very impatient person. And so you're patient with me in my impatientness. Does that make sense? And so I'm gonna say patience. What did it teach you?
I'm gonna say marriage taught me that when I threw that question out there, I was like, what did it really teach me? It taught me that love is unconditional. It taught me that love is really unconditional. It comes with you can't attach nothing to love, because and I'm gonna say this, it's been time that I woke up and was so angry with you the day before that I looked at you and I was like, okay, I don't even want to look at you. But then the next day or the next hour or so, the love or the things that I think about that you've done or the things that you helped me through, it taught me that the love is unconditional. It's nothing that can be attached to love. So that's what you taught me, that you love me unconditionally. You don't never, even when I piss you off, even when I make her mad, y'all, she'll still be like, okay, what does he need? What is he lacking right now? She'll wake up and be, y'all so mad at me, and then the next day I'll wake up that morning and make sure that my sandwich is made, my tea is made, and y'all, these are things I'm telling y'all better understand. If you don't have somebody like this, you're missing out, because she doesn't have to get up like this and do this. And I'm telling you, I appreciate when that love that you taught me, that it's unconditional. So thank you for that.
Same to you, because you work hard every day for this family. I tell you that a lot. We don't lack anything here. The kids, myself. And so I know I had you laughing earlier today. I said, you are my AI. Anything I need, I pick up the phone, I call. Hey, I'm not ChatGPT, AI. You ain't got nothing on Theodore. So directions, any and everything, he's my first go-to.
That's
and
good,
so, yeah.
That's good. Next question.
Mm-hmm.
If you could go back to our wedding day.
That's funny, because I was thinking about it today. Okay, go ahead.
What would you tell us, or what would you tell us?
Wedding day. That we're going to make it.
Mm.
We're going to grow old together, and and we're gonna always love each other. Yeah. That's what I would tell each other. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a different spin on that.
Okay.
I would tell us buckle up because it's gonna be a bumpy ride. Buckle up because it's gonna be a bumpy ride. And the reason why I say that is because, like I was telling earlier, the enemy, he's tried to every day distract us, to make us want to argue, fight. And you have to be like in control of your emotions, your thought process,
yes, all the
everything,
above,
to be in a successful marriage, baby. You know this. We had to control a lot of our anger, things that we were mad about. And we're still doing it, y'all. We're still controlling anger. And that's why I would have told myself, buckle up because it's going to be a bumper ride, because the enemy is going to throw the darts. That's the thing that you have to understand when it's a 3-strand cord that's really not broken. If it's not broken, and when I say it's not broken, that means you have God first, and then you have the man and the woman together. When that cord is not broken, it's going to be attacked. It's going to be attacked.
Yeah, I mean, just even like today, when we took Trent back to school, y'all, I had some of everything that you can think of. I had a dolly, I had a wagon, y'all, I had boxes and boxes of stuff. Trini asked me what was in them boxes. Y'all, I didn't even know. And so Theodore was like, you want me to put what? We ain't got this much time. I mean, I had like 5 different things I needed them to build and put together. And so, of course, he told me no. So what did I do? I got an attitude. I didn't spend my money and I want her to have this because this does this. This does this. And so, lo and behold, my husband did break down and he did everything but one. And then that one is in the living room. I'm quite sure he's going to fix it for me because she's coming back home and she gets to take it back to school with her. So, ladies, you do win in the end. You do win in the end.
There you go. I am not putting that thing together, y'all. No.
Ladies, I will let you know next week.
There you go, girl.
When he put it together.
Your moments deserve more than a picture. They deserve to be remembered. From birthdays and graduations to weddings, portraits, and special events, let GreenEye Photography capture your story with creativity, style, and quality. Don't just take a picture, make it a memory. Call or book GreenEye Photography today. GreenEye Photography, your vision, your moment, your story.
So, a couple that's been married only 5 years, what would you tell them?
I would tell them 2 things. The first thing it will be is you got to stay prayed up, especially during the first 5 years, because it is every dart and arrow is going to be thrown. Oh my goodness. Because, you all lovey-dovey in the beginning. You done got the marriage, you done got married, you done paid all this money for this wedding. You might have got your house, you got all your gifts. Everything is beautiful. And then all of a sudden, something just drops. It could be, because I think with ours, you were diagnosed with diabetes. And so I'm a young 19-year-old with a husband I didn't know anything about diabetes. I had to literally research, study, prepare foods on a daily basis. Now, my mother-in-law had to step in and help because it was a tedious process. Because the grapes had to be counted. He only have certain. I mean, I was that person, and I can remember the grapes because it was only 12 grapes. We did rotisserie chickens, we did salads, and we didn't do like he ate that, I ate something else. No, we ate what he ate. So early on, y'all, you just don't know, because I mean, we was doing good. We just got married, we in love, we having fun, and all of a sudden, bam, you got diabetes. Yeah. We gotta scale. We gotta change our lifestyle, our way of eating, a way, the way we do things. So I would say you got to stay prayed up. And then my second thing, because I got to do too, y'all, this is big in our marriage and we still do it. As long as you and your husband agree on something, that's the agreement. Don't let your friends, your mama, your sister, none of them tell, girl, if it was me, it's not you. Because that will cause wrath. We stuck to if we talk. I'm gonna give you an example. Early in the marriage, he was still like going to the club. So I was like, okay, because I wasn't a clubber. So we had to understand it. So when people say, "Girl, I saw your husband in the club," I know he's going. We had that talk before he went. You know what I'm saying? So don't let anyone get in your marriage and try to tell you what they would do, especially the ones that's not married. I'm like, how you gonna tell me?
And you ain't even
and
married.
You don't even have a boyfriend or anything. Yeah. So once, pray first, and then second, whatever you and your husband agree, y'all honor it, and don't let other people put their mouth in your marriage or on your marriage.
That's good. That's good. Ooh, keeping a marriage together, you all, is work. It's work. Check this one out. Our legacy. Think about the legacy. You know, we made it 35 years, you all. Will God bless us to make it another 35?
We're praying. Oh, yes.
But think about this. In 35 years, people won't remember the car we drove,
House we lived
the
in,
house you lived in,
the businesses we had.
They ain't gonna remember none of that. But I guarantee you that if we continue like we're doing, that someone will be able to look back and say, if we're alive, then they'll be able to look back and say they truly, truly loved each other. They truly, truly wanted to be married. They truly, truly, after going through infidelities, they made it through it. Even after going through bankruptcy,
made it through it.
They made it through it. They're not struggling financially. They have businesses. They're entrepreneurs. Even after the struggle of parenting and seeing what we went through and what we're still going through, fighting, you know, and it's a battle parenting. It's a battle parenting with your spouse, because like you say, we had different ways of being raised. We had different point of views. The legacy, what we want to leave, what we want people to know, is that marriage, you all, is special, special, special. It is one of the best unions. It is the one of the most important unions that God put together.
Yeah. And it's what you make of it.
And it's absolutely what you make of it. I mean, I really, really ask myself, how can you be in a marriage for this long and you not be happy, or you not have some type of success, or you not? Marriage should be going up.
Yeah.
Marriages shouldn't go the opposite.
Right.
They shouldn't go down. So
I'm gonna throw something real quick.
Give it to me, because I was just going to ask you, because we about to close this.
I know,
this
and
thing.
so also you gotta have a community. And I'm gonna give you an example. I was telling
that's good.
my good friend Andrea.
That's good.
That's DeMarco's wife. They took us out on Friday, guys,
for our anniversary. You on? Yes.
And when I tell you we had a great time, they told us we have a poker face, because they said we was like, yeah, we're having a good time. We weren't like, yeah, we're having a good time. But y'all, we really had an awesome time. The spot was called, I want to say, Timeless Events. Y'all, we did the sip and paint. The food was fantastic. They had a 360 there. It was just different. It was a different date night for us.
Absolutely.
And y'all, we go out to eat all the time. And so I was like, oh, that's our date night. Y'all, that it felt so different on Friday. We got to hear music. You got to dance. It just, it was like a musa for me. I didn't realize how much I needed that. So you got to have that community. And I thank them for just even inviting us. They pay for everything. And they just always loving on us. So you got to have that community of people that push, because we're always here. Like I said, we go out to dinner, we do all this stuff, but that's it. But that they took upon this up Friday to say, hey, we're going to go do this event. And we had such an awesome time.
You're ending with something this is amazing that you're ending the conversation with that on tonight, because I even think about, we piggybacked off of that and had another couple over Saturday night, right. Mia and Mario, and we had an amazing time. You got the names
mixed up, Danielle and Mario.
I must have been thinking about their daughter, Mia. I know Danielle and Mario. Yes, I do. I'm so sorry about that, but we actually had a great time with them the next day.
Yeah,
and really, really enjoyed them. And then we was blessed to go hear the Chicago Mass Choir from another one of our married couples that blessed us to go to a concert. So community is key.
Yes.
That was good.
Yes. That
I'm gonna end. That's how we're gonna end tonight. And I like that, Monica. Give us something about community real quick so we can end this on tonight, darling. And this is how we're gonna end tonight, because I feel like community in marriages will bring a light, it'll bring some brightness to a lot of couples. Because if I see a couple that's doing something right, or doing something, or another couple that's pouring into us or doing that just makes being in a relationship even better, because you're doing it with someone with like mind or with the same mentality. Come on, give me someone that.
Just like what kids, it takes a village, but it takes a community with the marriages. And so, like I said, we've got DeMarco and Andrea that pour into us. We our marriage ministry at church. You got to get around those people. And in our church, we got those seasoned saints. They've been married 50 plus. And so we got together, I think last month. We want to make it ongoing, because I want to pull from them, because I'm trying to get to 50. Yeah. I'm at 35. I'm going to make it to 50, but I want to know some of their secrets. Just like they tell you, like we tell our kids now, we're telling you this to save you time.
Yeah.
I want them to tell me something to save me some time, because you can't get time back.
Right.
So when you lose it, it's gone. So tell me some steps that I can take to make it to that 50. I want to learn from their mistakes. So that's why I say it takes a village. Get you a village. I mean, a village, community, however you want to say it. And you and your spouse, you got to have somebody else that you can trust and talk to as well. I know me and you talk, but now, I can talk to Andrea. You talk to DeMarco. So you got to have that couple that you can piggyback and talk to.
We got a lot of couples, baby, that God has blessed us with, that's blessing our lives. John and Jessica.
Yes, we got those John and Jessica Fields.
We have been enlightened with a community of people, you all. So find that.
Yeah, find that.
I'm gonna leave it right there. Find you a community of married friends that you can, like you say, trust. That's not gonna be in your business, but gonna pray for your business.
Yes.
So you all have been listening to WFTB 104.1 FM, Tab Nashville Gospel Radio, also being recorded, Sacrificial Conversations. And this has been a very, very great conversation with you, darling.
I love when we do this together.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary to you too, 35 years.
35 years of love. I pray for 35 more.
Yep,
I pray for 35 more. If he blesses us, and I'm going to say this, marriage will keep you healthy, strong, and prosperous. I can say that.
Okay.
3-string cord.
Yep.
Love you, baby. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Y'all be blessed.
Be blessed.